Yo, 1 second.
OGG,
Alright. So I figured, I'd give y'all something good. Something real good. So, sun, moon, and star energy of humans breakdown. Now, maybe you've heard some of this before. Maybe you've never heard any of this at all. But in the end, you'll be a little wiser than you were yesterday. So, when it comes to masonry, they're going to be dealing with the sun and the moon energy. Some people know it as Joshua and Boaz. And, a lot of people talk about the evil people, and how they use these forces to control people, through duality. Okay, that may be true. But that's with a devious mind, a perverted way of thinking. Everything goes both ways. When it comes to sex, you can just forcefully take it, which would be considered rape. Or you can wine and dine and groom a woman and make her feel comfortable with you and then, knock it out the park. There's always different ways of doing things. Taking this sun and moon energy, most of you are going to connect it with male and female, and then you're just going to leave it at that. Not realizing that the duality plays both ways. So saying this, a man's energy is the sun energy. It's radiant. It's seen. You know what I mean? Buildings. All different types of stuff. It's seen. That's the energy. So we connect that to sunlight. You know what I'm saying? There's sunlight. There's moonlight. Moonlight is more of a condensed setting. So it's like the moon glows on one particular spot. It's subtle, but it's light. It's there. We connect that with the sisterhood, the women, the mothers. But both of these are introverted. They're unisex. They go both ways. In masonry, what if I was to tell you that the moon is your hidden energy? In Egyptian mythology, there's the Eye of Ra. It's open, it's wide, everything. Some people confuse it with the Eye of Horus, but that's not it. The lazy eye is Horus's, or the slanted eye. The wide open one, that is Ra. Ra is all-seeing, all-knowing. But Haru is a moon child. Why? Because it's made from some magical semen from a dead body. And the mother morphs herself into a bird to take in the semen. So you can see the mysticism in the story. Okay. From that, the moon energy in humans would be considered talent, your hidden jewels, your mastery that you came with. You know what I'm saying? Heart, confidence, all that different stuff that you use to master your talents that are just ordained to you. They're just in you. Okay. That is hidden energy. Why do we give that to the woman? Because of the star. What do I mean? Back in the days, nobody was pulling out their, phallus and looking at semen. And if a man was shooting off by himself, that would be a rarity also, because it's like, what is he shooting into? What is he getting erect about? Masturbation, yeah, you guys speak of that, but that's because there's a lot of material. There's books, there's movies, there's, all different types of things. Rows of people. Remember, back in the day, there wasn't that many people, so it wasn't just like you had just galore to look at. So nobody was really doing that. Nobody was really just masturbating like that. It wasn't just a bunch of women just playing with each other. It wasn't like that. So this hidden force that shoots out into a woman, secretion, there's millions of them. But hidden inside of her comes out a whole nother being. It's hidden. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, just like the moon energy, the man is seen. The phallus is erect. You know what I mean? It's bulging out of his pants. You can see it. It's the sun energy. The sun rises. The moon does too, but technically, they're not saying that either one of them are rising. They're both just there. But the way that the horizon works with the sun, it looks as if it's rising. The moon, you can see in the daytime sometimes. It's already there. So it's like, but it's hidden. So they're both working their formations. When they talk about Newt, the universe, okay, you can look at that as a table or a plate in order to, that's why it's called space. In order to create something, you must first have space to create it in. Even a sandwich, it has to have, a level playing field, a plate, a table, something. This hidden force that comes inside of this space brings out this miraculous glow, this child, this star. There's a reason you were supposed to be married before you have sex. And there's a whole big ceremony, there's a wedding, and everybody's happy. And what do you think? They're just happy for you two? No. Love is child. That's what it is. That's the true point of love, is to create. God loved the world. He gave his only begotten son. Yeah, that's what they say. But supposedly, if you believe in this thing, then you will not perish and you will have an everlasting life. It's love. To live is to create. That's child. Child is love. Child is life. Child is creation. But it only happens when the sun and the moon connect. It's only with them two. This video is, coming at people that are spacey with the information, and they don't get to the nitty gritty of it, the real point of the matter. The sun, moon, and star connection is talking about the gloriousness of the creation, how the hidden force came inside of the universe, the space. And from that connection, the star was born. The sun is a star. The whole point of it all, the whole creation, the whole point. Excuse me. I'm saying that because, I just put some water in my hair and these 3 damn curls just popped out. And I was like, the hell is that about? I'm like, oh, it's time. It's time for the true story. People don't want to believe in stardust. They want to believe in monkey talk. And that's cool. If that's what you want to believe, that's cool. You want to be a monkey, fine. But the monkey didn't make the car, the house, the airplane, militaries. They haven't even organized. You think they've organized? They haven't. They ain't took over no damn land. You notice that? They're not smarter than you. Why haven't you ever seen a frog fly? A bull go 60 feet underwater? Sun, moon, and stars. You guys are created from all of the elements. That's where your 4 elements are coming from: earth, wind, fire, water. You guys are 70% water. You're made from matter itself. You're made from carbon, okay? The dust. So that's your earth. When it comes to fire, your stomach literally holds acid. You can literally, like the acid in your stomach, if we was to take enough of it and take it out, it could burn down a whole house. You know what I mean? So when it comes to wind, you know what you're breathing. And then you have a neurology about you. You know what I'm saying? There's neurologists that have to deal with the science of your nervous system, your brain, your connectors to this spark. The spark of your life, the spark of life, the semen. There's millions of them. They're moving. Just like watts of electricity. There's millions of them. 100 watts, 17 watts, 50,000 watts. It's like, look at all these watts, these volts of energy. Look at what we're talking about. It's deep. And here's the crazy thing. Women are so powerful, they can hold this watt. They can hold this watt until it's fully developed and this watt becomes a human being. Off the spark of energy. Your heart is always beating, even when you're asleep. Your hand's not moving, your body's not moving. Everything else is still. Heart's still moving. Your battery, which needs electricity. The 5th element. Remember, all these neural shocks are coming from your brain. Where does the ether come from? Your brain. Heavenly Father, come on, man. You're getting the wisdom right now. Yo, man. I say all that to say this. The reason that there's a marriage ceremony and the reason that people are praising and throwing rice and all this goodness is wrapped around the wedding, and you have to have a preacher there, and you're supposed to be a virgin. You know, it's supposed to be a virgin wife. They mainly stress a virgin wife. Men, I understand, but there's no woman that wants a man without practice. They're just not going to want it. So it's up to him to have those skills to be able to tame his woman. Makes sense. She doesn't have to have any skills. The cleaner, the better. The smaller the rap sheet, the better. It's just how it goes. And the reason is because Father God wanted the child to be created in something pure. So you can make these great children without the mental stress. Because remember, whatever the woman feels, the child feels. And it doesn't always have to be the man causing stress. He could be the perfect specimen. It could be the world. It could be her brain, what she's taking in. See? So I say that to say this. The woman is strong, but she's her strongest when she has a strong man with her. When she's by herself, she's still defenseless. Regardless if she has a gun and a security system, it does not matter. She's still defenseless in this true world. And it's not natural for her to have child without support, provision, protection, and financial, gain from the father. It's just automatic. It's supposed to be. So, check the video out. Peep what I'm saying. And understand that that's why there's so many problems in the world today. There's so much messed up DNA being created from bad men messing with women. Women, even if they're bad, they're still a good opportunity because it's still, there's still eggs there. The eggs only last so long. You know what I'm saying? 35, 36, 37. It's getting dangerous for her to even have kids. She might not even have that many eggs left. That's what it is. Remember, they bleed these out every month. That's what women don't get. As soon as you start, some of them start at 9, some of them start at 12. It's like, once you start bleeding them out, you're running them down. You don't have that much in you. You know what I'm saying? You really don't. The max amount of kids that we've heard women make is like 20, 21. One woman in a lifetime. Steep, man. Stop mixing up dirty DNA, man. Get this stuff correct. We light years ahead of them, yo.